Hello, we are discussing about GATE 1992 ECE paper, and this is one more question related to electronics. In a transistor having finite beta, the forward bias across the base emitter junction is kept constant and the reverse bias across the collector base junction is increased, neglecting the leakage across the collector base junction and the depletion region generating current. The base current will increase or decrease or remains constant. Okay. So this question is directly related to one phenomena which we have studied in the BJT, that is called as early effect or base width modulation. The phenomena is called as early effect. Early effect, the other name for this one is base width modulation. We know that whenever a transistor acts as amplifier, it must be in active region. Active region implies nothing but emitter base junction must be forward bias and collector base junction must be reverse bias. Let us assume this is going to be a transistor with two junctions. One is emitter and this is base, this is collector. So this is called as emitter base junction JE and this is called as JC. Under open circuit, both the junctions are going to be under open circuit. There are two PN junctions. It may be either PNP or it may be NPN. If it is PNP, emitter and collector of P type and base is of N type. For NPN transistor, emitter and collector of N type, base is of P type. So whatever the case, you will get two junctions. One is emitter base junction, the other is collector base junction. They are indicating it as JE and JC. If you are not applying any voltage, at that time both the junctions are in open circuit and they will have a small contact potential and there will be a small potential barrier. Potential barrier means it will be having a potential barrier width as well as height. So if we neglect potential barrier width, at that time this is the diagram you will get. Now if you want to make use of this transistor as amplifier at that time, the transistor must be in active region. Active region implies nothing but emitter base junction must be forward bias and collector base junction must be reverse bias. For that one, what we are doing is nothing but it must be in forward bias. For example, assume it as PNP transistor because we are going with polarities. So PNP transistor, for that one, forward bias is nothing but you must apply positive voltage. Okay. And to make reverse bias, it must be applied negative voltage. Negative voltage has to be applied. So if you are applying in this way, at that time collector base junction is getting reverse biased and emitter base junction is getting forward bias. But we know that under reverse bias, potential barrier width is going to be increases. Potential barrier width under reverse bias is going to be very large, and if you are going with a junction and this penetration of potential barrier is going to be more into lightly doped side, whereas it is very small into heavily doped side. So if you are looking at the reverse bias diode collector base junction, at that time this is collector doping is going to be very large compared to the base doping. Base is lightly doped, collector is heavily doped compared to base. So potential barrier is going to be penetrates into base side because of applied reverse voltage. So this is what taking place, and the potential barrier is going to be very small on collector side. We can neglect that one during this diagram. So by that time, if you are going to be checking it, base width, is it reduces or not? So we know that potential barrier doesn't contain any mobile charge carriers. It won't contain any electrons or holes. It only contains the ions. So if you are going for this one, previously before application of active region, the base width is going to be of this much size. This is WB, that is metallurgical base width. Whereas whenever we are going with this, whenever we are going to apply reverse bias, by that time the base width is going to be effectively it is reduced. So we can say it as WB dash only during this portion. This is, so we can say it as WB dash is equal to effective base width. Effective base width is nothing but this is the base width where the mobile charge carriers are present, whereas WB is the metallurgical base width. Out of the WB, only during this portion of WB dash the mobile charge carriers are present, which can which can contribute for the collector current. So that the depletion region, if you are assuming simply W, is depletion region width. Depletion region width. At that time, WB dash can be defined as WB minus W. So as reverse voltage increases, as VCB increases, VCB is nothing but this one, reverse voltage, VCB, voltage from collector to base, negative terminal towards P side. So as VCB increases, that is nothing but more reverse bias, more reverse bias for JC. So because of that one, W, potential barrier width, increases, and that too increases into base side because it is lightly doped. So that effective base width, WB dash, is going to be gets reduced. So WB dash is going to be getting reduced. WB dash is WB minus W. WB is constant. W is depletion region, which depends on VCB. So the right answer for this question is decreases. So this is the answer. The base current will decrease. This phenomena is called as early effect. Thank you.